Hey chat, what's up? How you doing? Are we doing good? Hello Kyra. Hello, I'm just gonna call you 42. Your username is a mouthful. How is everyone? How are we doing? Having a good night? I'm just cracking open a soft drink because it's gonna be intense work tonight. Super intense and hardcore. But anyway, my legs are super tired from physio today. And that's about it. I'm gonna be so honest. I've mostly just been cleaning the house and doing physio. But today... Oh, hey Brent! Working on stuff I should be. Staying up late to watch my friend draw stuff. Hey Brent, what should you be working on? What on earth could you need to work on at this hour? Because isn't it like super early in the morning for you? Hi Jake. Alright, so we've got another commission today. I finished the one that we were working on last week for Rika. That one has been finished. That's all done. Now we're coming back to this one. This is going to be my, I think my third or fourth PNG tuber child. So I'm very excited. Schedule graphics. I can work while lurking and tweaking though. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. If it works for you, just treat this as a co-working stream. We can work on our stuff together. So anyway, I'm working on my fourth PNG tuber child. We've got the baseline down. This is like what the base model is supposed to look like. And today we're going to be focusing on making this ear here do a slight twitch. We're gonna add some blinking for the eyes. We're gonna add some thumb movement so that he's playing his controller, and if we have time, we will also add an occasional tail foof. So we got the base down. I think the easiest place, the place that I usually start, is the ear flick, because I always like to put the ear flick at the start of my cycle. This is just the standard 60 frames. If we need to make it longer, we will make it longer. But for now, this is just what we're going to work with. So usually I put the ear flick about here. And because it's like mostly just little movements, I'm just going to copy paste the line art for most of this project. Don't worry about it. Twerking together. Brent, I would be honored to twerk with you, my homie. We'll do it in front of your wife. We'll do like a little interpretive dance, like twerking project for your wife. Alright. So I animate ears, like the ear flick. Very, very simple. It's literally 4 frames. So usually what I'll do is I'll tilt the ear up a tiny bit. I might make it a little bit thinner. And we will add, sorry, we'll add whatever tweaks we need to this a little later on. But now we'll bring in, I will copy paste this one. I can get the whole thing. We'll copy paste this one over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this ear up and around just a tiny bit more again. There, a little bit thinner. Right. Now we'll bring this in. We're going to delete this ear now. All together, and before we do anything else, we're going to grab the original frame, which is this one here. Actually, I don't need to copy paste this one. I can just there we go. So we have a point of reference. We will simultaneously twerk for her, but I must warn you, my ass does not quit. God damn, I got some competition. I gotta warm up before we do it. I gotta do some training, Brent. I can't have your wife thinking that you're a better twerker than me. Silv is now into twerking with people's husbands. How many kinks of hers will we discover? Listen, it's not a kink. It's not a kink. It's a it's a display of affection, is how we'll put it. Yes. We need Brent's wife to know how much we appreciate her existence. You know what I'm saying? And Brent alone, like Brent can twerk for her by himself, but I feel like if he has a backup dancer, we can really highlight just how much we love Brent's wife. You know what I mean? It's not a kink or a fetish. Shut up. It's an exercise. Exactly. Jake, that was unnecessary. Alright, so now that we've got this set up, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna draw the ear all the way down here. The thing with this is I still want the base of the ears to connect. So there still has to connect, and we'll put the base ear like down here, right? So it's still gotta look proportionate to what the ear looks like. So I think if we put it like there, maybe do it a little bit better because that was not a good line work. If we put it there, right? Then we can put like this swerve bit of the ear in there. And how does the hair look? It's like 1, 2, big one. Oops. Big one and a little one. That will work for now. You're only going to see this for like a fraction of a second. This is only going to be 2 frames, so it does not need to be perfect. With that kind of power, we can persuade anyone. With twice the twerking energy, we can create a vortex. Exactly. Exactly. See, Brent knows where it's at. Brent has his priorities. And chat, if you were to get your priorities straight, you would probably be joining us in our little twerk party. Alright, there we go. My throat's really sore all of a sudden. Probably because I'm not drinking tea tonight. I've got a soft drink with me, which is probably not a good decision to have. But you know what? It's my life, and I will drink what I want to. Absolutely not. Oh, pathetic, actually. You don't have what it takes to be part of the twerking vortex anyway, Jake. It's fine. We weren't inviting you to begin with. You haven't got it. You know what I mean? I don't. Well, goddamn, you weren't supposed to agree with me. You were supposed to be like, hey, yo, Silv, what the fuck? And then you were supposed to join us out of spite, because that's how that works. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oops. Now, guys, you're not allowed to distract me too much today. We can have a nice little chat. Have a nice little I'm white. So, what does that have to do with anything? Anything can be taught, Jake. What I might do, actually, because that will probably go over, so we'll let it go over. There we go. I'm really, really hoping to at least get all of the base movements for this version of the model. We don't have to get to the talking part today. It would be nice if we did, but we do not have to. I'm probably not going to color this model today. If we have time, I absolutely will. But given the track record for how much slower I work on projects when I'm not streaming versus when I am streaming versus when I'm not streaming, we're probably not going to get done everything that I want to get done today. Which is a decision that I consciously make. Alright, so now that we've got our down ear like this, our last step is to literally just add a middle ear between these two. I could draw another ear all by scratch, but I think it would be easier if I just cheat. Pop this in here. Same, but you don't gotta have rhythm to shake that ass like I do. You just gotta have glutes and at least one appreciator in the room. Yeah, I agree. That was not very nice. I'm not happy with you. Who did that? Pyro Fox Arts, I see you. Alright, so now we should be able to go back and clean up all of the little quirks that have shown up because of our cute little shape messing with stuff. But then once we do that, we should have a really, really nice ear flick animation. We should. Unless I've done something horribly wrong, in which case, oopsie. Thanks, Brent. The tits have, in fact, been activated, yes. Actually, what I might do, it's a really, really subtle detail, but I might add a little bit of drag onto the ear fluff. Oh, hang on, I gotta make sure I select all of the ear fluff parts. I'm gonna add a little bit of drag onto the ear fluff, because then the ear goes up, but the fluff is kind of like lagging behind. Might make the ear movement feel a little bit nicer. It might. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. My client is trusting me to make the right decisions, and I don't know if that was a good idea, but I'm gonna do my best. Drag it behind like that. What did I do? You didn't do anything. I didn't call you out. Did I? If I did, then I don't know. What did you do? Back in my day, aka yesterday, I used to, what do the kids say? Spin that ass in a circle. God damn. Is that what they do now? Is twerking not a thing anymore? Do they just spin their butts around in circles? That's so disappointing. Alright, alright, alright. If I have done everything correctly, chat, this should be a really nice, really simple ear flick animation. I've done it like a gazillion times over. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it not looking good. Yeah, I think that's so cute. Look at that. What I might do, this middle one here, we'll grab all of these elements. And we'll move them down a bit, maybe tilt them up. There. And then these ones here can come back down, hopefully, if they want to. I hope they want to. Make my job a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Yeah, they look like they want to. Did someone say fluffy twerking? Is that what they do now? They just spin their asses in circles? It's so, like, twerking I feel has a lot more energy put into it. Alright. There we go. Oh, hang on, I see. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Hell yeah. Alright, that was one of the things I had to get off my checklist. I'm gonna write my checklist on this main frame right here. So we've got ears. I wanted to do the eyes, the thumbs, and the tail. So we've done the ears. Usually I'll put the eyes like here, so we should extend this out a bit more. So the eyes, generally speaking, the eyes are really simple, but because of the varied line art, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful than I usually am. That being said, it is just a couple of frames. You're a cat parent and you get it, but I find it kind of cute, and I just want to scratch behind their ear and see what they do. Oh, yeah. I love scratching behind Nemi's ear. And then we do another one, and then this time we will just frame copy paste over there. So my blinking is even simpler than my ear twitching. My cat's doing a thing. I'm gonna really quickly turn this back into bright red because I need bright red right now. We're gonna have half open. Which should be fine. I should be able to just erase these bits here. It's the other eye I'm worried about because there's a lot of hair overlapping that eye. But this eye should be good. Oops. There we go. And now we can color these purple. And then we do the same on this side. Again, this is what I'm worried about. I'm sure it'll look fine, but do that. There we go. So I think this bit here. Yeah, there we go. That bit there can go. And this bit here. Same with this. Some parts of this circle are covered up by, like, that strand of hair, so I need to be really careful how I go about that. I think that's fine. Okay. I think we got it. If I turn the trace off... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we've got the half eye, and then this eye is literally just going to be closed, and then that's it. That's our blink. Because then the next frame, it's going to be, like, wide-eyed again. Okay. Maybe we will get to coloring him today. It's the tail is probably the part that I'm the most worried about. Actually, no. I'm not worried about the tail. It's the thumbs. Not because, like, I'm worried about, like, how the thumbs will look. It's just I know the thumbs will be the most time-consuming part. There we go. And then I think we'll make this a little bit taller to match the energy of the other one. There we go. And then, just like before, done. And so now we should have an ear twitch and a blink. Hi Skinner, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, like, at the very end, we'll put, like, the tail swish. Because the tail's not going to be swishing throughout the entire piece. It's just an occasional, like, thwump kind of thing. One thing I like to do with Biscuits as I pet him, I will hold his tail, not pull on it, and watch him reset himself for head pets. Oh, that is so cute. My cat... Like, you touch his tail, you, like, grab his tail, not to pull it, you just, like, hold his tail, and he immediately, like, jumps, turns around, and glares at you. He does not like his tail being held. Alright, the tail is the part I'm the most worried about, because I don't know what to do with the movement, so I think that's the part we'll do next. We'll put it here, like, really, really quickly after the blink. Because this is going to be the tail's neutral position. I'm not sure if we should, like, maybe have it go from, like, here to out here, and then just put a frame in the middle. Or, actually, I think I have an idea. We're gonna grab the frame. Grab all the relevant parts, oh, not the knee, all the relevant parts of the tail we'll collect, including you guys. We'll pop that there. Tilt it a tiny bit. Make it a little bit higher. A little bit thinner. Oh, there were some parts that I didn't grab. Fuck. Alright, hang on. That's the other worry, like the thing about animating my varied line art. It's very difficult to grab every single element that I need to grab to move shit around. Alright, I think I've got everything now. Tilt it a tiny bit. Up a tiny bit. No, I grabbed part of his jacket too. Fuck. Just stay still. Just don't move the parts that don't need to be moved. Just don't touch them. There. Now that should be everything. Goodness. It wasn't. There's little bits like here. No. Oh, fuck. This is so frustrating. There. Alright, if that's not everything, I'm gonna get angry and we'll move on to the thumbs first instead. Okay, that was everything. I'm gonna tilt it up a bit, make it a bit taller, and then also make it a bit thinner. This does mean we have a little bit of cleanup to do, but that's alright. Alright, we should be able to just really quickly... Oops. Should be able to really quickly just touch up the rest of it. Oops. There we go. Alright, that'll be the first frame. Oh god, what is happening in my chat? Hang on. What has a neck but no head? A bottle? I don't even know how to answer that riddle. If only someone gave it to you in emoji form. Wine? A bottle, like a wine bottle. Excellent. Good job, chat. You're correct. A bottle has no neck and no head. I'm so glad that my chat is so smart. My goodness. What has a head but no face? A face palm. A face palm does have a face though. Brent, if there's no face, then how can you palm the face? That's my question. Also, thank you, Jake. I did see that. I was just like... I'm asking the important questions here, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, so we've moved it up just a tiny bit. Our next frame... Actually, before we do the next frame, I need to figure out what the end result of this tail is going to be. So we're going to delete this tail. Nemi, you can't go in there. There's no one in there. Everyone in the house is out here. He keeps trying to go into my bedroom, my bathroom. I don't know where he wants to go. Alright. I'm gonna have the trace tool, not the trace tool, the lightbox tool on. And I'm also really quickly gonna take a picture of what the tail looks like from this angle and put it on my other monitor. Hi, Nemi. How's my Nemu? Why are you hopping on my desk right now? I got work to do. Alright, really quickly just send myself this picture. Don't knock over my soft drink can. I get very sad if you do that. Oh, hey, hi. I forgot you streamed today. Hi. Hello. How are you? My cat's on my desk at the moment. I'm just moving some stuff around. Nemi, you're gonna get all of your fur in my soft drink. What a silly Billy. Alright, I gotta put this picture in Hal's folder. I was gonna go grab some mini donuts. Oh, that sounds fun. I like donut balls. Donut balls are really good. Where did I put that picture? I put that in his folder. There we go. Now I can have this up while I'm trying to figure out where this next tail is gonna be. Pop that right over my face. It's a pretty simple thought. Yeah! The hand becomes the face. Yeah! I mean, I could see that happening. Alright, so now... I'm gonna do green, I think. We're gonna go... Because it starts here, so I reckon we do like this. You can have like a little... womp. Maybe like here. That'll be like the spine of the tail, if that makes sense. So then this will be the big flumpy. Actually, I should do this in blue. We'll turn this back into bright blue. So this will be the big flumpy on the top. And then we'll have the little flumpy. And then we've got this one. Okay, this is where the first belt goes. First belt will go like here. Maybe we'll bring this up a bit higher. Like here. I'm trying to keep the, like how fluffy the tail is. I'm trying to keep the fluffiness of the tail. It's gonna be kind of simple, I feel. There we go. Then we've got like a chunk. And then whoop, whoop. And then the other belt. We'll put like maybe... Hang on. Put another flump and then a boof. And then we'll put the other belt here. And then you've got another bumpy, and then you've got this. Okay, I think that'll do. I'll turn this off now. Bag? What kind of mini donuts were they? Why did the chicken cross the road? It didn't. Next question. Sorry, I don't know why that was so funny to me. Speaking of chickens, has anyone watched the Chicken Run 2? I watched that movie ages ago. It was interesting. I will admit I didn't expect the two chickens that are in love at the end of the first movie. I didn't expect them to have a baby together. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. It was a very, like, turn your brain off kind of movie. If you think about it, then you're probably not gonna have a great time. Come on. I don't want to erase that much. There we go. I don't know why I'm being so precise with that, because it's gonna be covered anyway. Assorted, not the powdered kind. There's chocolate pancake, cocoa pebbles, brownie. Oh, wow, that sounds fun. Alright, I got this. We got this. Wow. Ooh, that was actually not that bad. Wow. And then this one will probably pull out a little more. There. And then I can just use this funky tool. Whoops. I can just use this funky tool. Help me stretch that out. Easy. Oh, right. I shouldn't be coloring this in yet. I gotta delete the blue before I do that. I forgot it's not on a different layer. Aren't most movies turn your brain off? I mean, I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think there's definitely probably more of them in recent years. But I don't think every movie is a turn your brain off kind of movie. Kat, what have you guys watched recently, actually, now that the topic is on movies? Most locations are located in central South US, the place called Sugar Llamas. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I'm not super big on donuts, but it would be nice to try some. If they were in South America, maybe I stumbled across them when I went to Uruguay and I just didn't see them. Been reading too much, so I haven't been watching movies. That's good. What have you been reading then? If you haven't watched a lot of movies lately, then like, yeah, what have you been reading? Nah, again, they're only in southern US. Uruguay is southern US. Uruguay is South America. Unless you're talking about, like, the south part of North America. No comment. You're reading porn, aren't you? Everybody point and laugh at Jake. There is a plot. I was right. I was right. Jake, come on, man. Dude. Unbelievable. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry, redhead troublemaker. I'm so sorry that this is what you come into. In all fairness, this started very innocently. I was asking what movies people have watched recently. I made fun of my friend for reading a romance book. I read it to try and make fun of her, and now I'm a romance reader. That is so funny. What romance book is it, though? Is it romance or is it smut? Because there is a difference. Shades? 50 Shades is like the gateway into erotic fiction. Oh no, I forgot I can't color yet. I don't know what the you don't know what the movie's called? Explain it to me. Explain it. What were you watching? Have you come across as rude or whatever? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Y'all need to watch Toy Story. Toy Story is a classic, dude. I remember being in grades. Was I in grade school? I swear I remember being in grade school when Toy Story first came out. Maybe it was Toy Story 2. I'm pretty sure it was Toy Story 1. Let me see. If it was any time after 2000, I would have been in school. No, it was Toy Story 2. I was in school when Toy Story 2 came out. No, I wasn't in school when Toy Story 2 came out either. What the fuck? I swear to God, I was in grade school when Toy Story came out. I guess not then. Holy shit. I dimension hopped, chat. This is not the world I'm from. I've watched 50 Shades movies multiple times. I can no longer walk into a hardware store without, hardware. Oh my god, Brent. Do you send your wife to the hardware store when you need to get stuff now? He has Andy written on his boot. Yeah. I wasn't even alive when Toy Story 2 came out. I wasn't alive when Toy Story 2 came out either, apparently. I swear to God I was, but I guess not. Alright, hang on. I have to have a look. I have to scroll up. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Where is it, Riker? Movie where a serial killer is trapped in concert? Yeah, Trap. Yep. I've seen that movie. It was really boring. I watched it on my flight home from Uruguay. No, I watched it on my flight to Uruguay. Sorry. I saw that the plane like had it as one of their in-flight movies, and my cousin got super excited. He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna save it for the big screen at home. I can't wait for that movie." And then we landed in Uruguay, and I said, "Don't save it for the big screen. It's not worth it." That movie was two completely different movies rolled into one. Like after the halfway point, it just turns into a different movie. Really boring. Really did not like it. It was a great idea, but the execution was just really bad. And now there's another one. I don't know if it's by the same director, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a new one where this girl goes on like a date, and she's getting like messages on her phone, and the messages basically say, if you don't kill your date, I'm gonna murder your son. And this murderer has like kidnapped her son or whatever. It's got the exact same feeling as Trap, which makes me feel like it's gonna be a really shit movie. The idea of it is awesome. I just don't trust them to make it a good movie. My god, I can't draw this line. Okay, there we go. That's... Ew, actually, the start of that line was awful. Maybe if I go smaller. There we go. That's an alright line. I just gotta adjust where it is. Perfect. Oh shit, chat's going way too fast. Guys. Toy Story 2 came out in 1999. Yeah, I just googled it. I remember when Toy Story 1 came out. Damn. Caught in 4K. Thank you, Skinner. Thank you, Skinner. Everybody make fun of Jake. If I was alive when Toy Story dropped, I would not have become a drug addict. Oh my god. That is a bold statement. Are you saying Toy Story could have saved you from drug addiction? I was born when Toy Story 2 came out. Good job, Skinner. Congrats on being born the same year as Toy Story. Also, hi, Rogue. How are we doing? Did you miss anything? Yeah, you did. I asked people what movies they've watched recently, and Jake was like, "Oh, I haven't watched anything recently. I've been too busy reading." And so I asked him what he was reading, and he refused to answer. So I said that he was reading porn, and turns out he was reading porn. So everybody is pointing and laughing at Jake right now. That's what you missed. That's why Skinner keeps posting the clip caught in 4K. I am just gonna take this purple line and reuse it, honestly. I think it's a good enough shape. We just gotta readjust it. Like there. Perfect. Toy Story 4 made me cry. I haven't watched Toy Story 4. I really don't. I'm one of the people that's like, oh, Toy Story 4 probably didn't need to exist. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel. So I haven't gone to see it. I watched tiny snippets of it on my flight home from Uruguay because, like, the seat up front and across, like, the seat diagonal of me had, like, a little kid sitting in it. And so, like, occasionally I would look at their screen. But, yeah, I haven't seen it myself. Toy Story 3 had the perfect ending, in my opinion. Toy Story 3 was almost the most perfect ending ever. It easily could have stopped there. Yeah, they're working on Toy Story 5 now, I think. Which is so unnecessary. We don't need Toy Story 5. I'm not gonna see it. Yeah, no, we don't need it. Like, they should have ended it at 3, and if they really, really wanted to continue the universe, they could have done a spin-off. They didn't have to continue with, like, these main characters. These characters' story ended in Toy Story 3. I'm trying so hard to draw this line, chat. Just give me 1 second. That'll do. Actually, no, it won't. That's fucking ugly. Let me try going this way. That's better. I don't want it to get too thick, though. I just want to prolong... There we go, that's good. We'll get rid of all the excess lines when I delete the blue, because the blue's on the same layer and it's gonna fuck me up. I should rewatch Baby Driver. Oh my god, I am so happy someone mentioned Baby Driver. That is such a good movie. I haven't seen it in years. I bring it up to my partner every now and again. I'm like, hey, we need to, like, there's this movie I really want you to watch called Baby Driver. And he's like, yeah, sure, absolutely, show it to me. And then I forget. Thank you for reintroducing Baby Driver into my life. It was a very good movie. Whoops. Trying to get the lines, chat. We're trying to get the lines, chat. Give me 1 second. It's too dramatic. I think that'll have to do. You're only gonna see it for 2 frames. I don't need to worry too much about it. I remember I went and saw the Captain America in theaters. You mean the original Captain America or the new one that's, has the new one actually even come out yet? I'm not paying attention. I know a lot of people got really angry because the new actor said that Captain America isn't really about America. It's not about being, like, American or the pride and joy of being American. And everyone's, like, having a go at him, like, oh, that's not my Captain America and blah, blah, blah. When literally, like, all of the other previous Captain America actors have said exactly the same thing. That, like, Captain America doesn't represent just America anymore. And that realistically what he stands for isn't American. And people loved it when all of the other actors did it, but they hate when this actor has done it. Are my messages sending? Let's see. The last message you sent was... sorry. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Unless maybe my screen is messing up. I would love to be Captain America. I love my country. I love America. Good job, princess. I hope America continues to be good to you. I really genuinely hope that. Given the current state of things. Astro Boy is slept on. When I was younger, I hated the 3D Astro Boy movie for no reason other than they gave Astro Boy a girlfriend. Because I had a crush on Astro Boy, and so I was jealous of this other girl that they introduced into the story. But now that I'm, like, over it, it's a really good movie. I really liked it. And I, like, grew up on, like, the 2003 Astro Boy cartoon. It was way back when I was talking about the US. Oh, okay. All I have to say about the US is I failed geography in, like, the 8th grade and then I never took it again. So, that's really all I have to say on that. Has anyone seen Alita Battle Angel? I have not. But Alita Battle Angel makes me think of my fairy princess character, Alida. It's like the exact same spelling, but it's a D instead of a T. That's awesome. Hang on, wait. What's Alita Battle Angel? Tell me about it. He reminds me of Mega Man. Oh yeah, Astro Boy. Everyone in chat's talking about Astro Boy now. It was really good. I was trying to explain it, but I don't know if any of that shit sent, and it might have been talking into the void for the past 10 minutes. Oh, that's alright. Chat's moving really fast right now, so it is entirely possible that I just didn't see it. Alita Battle Angel, I think, is either an anime or a manga, but then they made it into a live action. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now, Loot Knight. Yep, got it. Edge of Tomorrow. I think I've heard of that one. I don't think I've, like, watched... I think... Wasn't Edge of Tomorrow a book? I could be wrong on that. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry, I dropped my pen just then. Alright, we'll get rid of all the access lines later when we clean up the tail. I really just need to focus on the tail. Alright, that line will do. Edge of Tomorrow? Why edge tomorrow when you can edge today? Brent, I don't... Something tells me that's not what they're talking about. Something tells me that is not what they're talking about. Everyone enjoyed Ready Player... So everyone enjoyed Ready Player One, because I know I did. I haven't watched Ready Player One. I haven't seen it yet. Wasn't it done by the guy who did Scott Pilgrim? Look, Lunite, all I need to know, sorry, about the US is that's where my friends live. That's really it. I'm gonna be so for real. My friends live there. That's it. Who lives there? Chai lives there. Brent lives there. Henry and his boyfriend Xavier live there. Originally Churgo did live there, but he's Canadian now. And I think that's it. Trying to rack my brain. I think it's just those three. Yeah, because my other one is Brazilian? Brazilian. They butchered. Whoa, shit. Everyone's got opinions on Ready Player One. No, no. I love Ready Player One and Ready Player Two. Okay, I've heard Ready Player Two is not that great from what I've seen. Scott was Brian Lee O'Malley. Oh, okay. Ready Player One was Ernest Cline. Okay. Okay. As a Mexican man, I need to get the fuck out of here. The books will always be better than the films. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. So much shit in the movie that just lacks surprising. Okay, everyone's got opinions on Ready Player One now. Maybe I should sit down and watch that. Actually, I remember when Ready Player One came out. I can't remember if I wanted to see it when it came out or not. I remember making jokes about it with one of my high school friends. Oh, but then again, apparently I dimension hopped, so maybe I wasn't even in high school when Ready Player One came out in this universe. Ready Player Two has substantially more Sonic. That is a very good selling point, I must admit. I'm trying to think, what have I watched recently? I know I watched stuff. What was the last movie that I watched? I can't remember what the last movie I watched was. My partner and I mostly watch, like, TV series or, like, YouTube. I swear we watched... Actually, no. I think the last movie we watched was actually 2 movies. I think it was, To Me, The One Who Loves You, and To All the Yous I've Loved Before, or something like that. It was those 2 movies, those 2 anime movies. We watched them pink cover first and then blue cover, because apparently you can watch them in any order, but depending on the order you watch it in, the story will be different for you. So we watched pink cover, then blue cover. And it was really good. I really liked it. Read the first book, saw the movie, read the second book over the course of the years. Oh, cool. I know it's not a movie, but I'm watching Supernatural. That's okay. You can talk about whatever it is you've been watching recently. My partner has told me that I will like Supernatural, so that's on my list. Y'all ever read the book Because of Winn-Dixie? No, what is that? It's a good book. Were there Maze Runner movies? I think there were. There have to have been Maze Runner movies. I swear to God they were. Alright, I think that'll be it for that. There we go. Supernatural is IRL Devil May Cry? Really? Because my partner and I have been waiting to finally start the Devil May Cry series. That'd be really funny. Also, speaking of Devil May Cry, the Devil May Cry anime is dropping soon, and apparently Evanescence sang the intro song for it. So if that's true, I'm gonna be really excited. I will always sing the praises of The West Wing. I've never heard of The West Wing, but for some reason you reminded me of a movie I watched in high school called The Green Mile. That was a really good movie. That was a beautiful movie, actually. No, I don't want the blue. I just want the purple lines. There we go. That'll do. I know he's technically going out of frame here, but don't worry. We will fix it. The main priority is to just, like, get the animation down, and then we can make sure he's all in frame later. It's a really easy fix. When there's to be a 9 Souls anime, I would kill for that. I heard as much too. Oh, really? You also heard that Evanescence is doing the Devil May Cry theme. I'm so excited if that's true. 9 Souls has the most beautiful story I've ever had the pleasure of quote-unquote playing in any media. I think my partner has talked about the 9 Souls before. Let me see. Oh, maybe he hasn't. It only came out last year by the looks of it. But Game Grumps did play it, so maybe he did mention it. That might be something that we check out. So this will definitely get compared to the older Devil May Cry anime, right? Oh, most definitely. My partner actually showed me a little bit of the older Devil May Cry anime, and it's definitely weird and questionable, but it was definitely, like, also pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, with this new anime that's coming out on Netflix, my partner and I have agreed that we're going to watch it with subtitles because the voice that they've picked for Dante just sounds way too young, and we're very confused and we don't like it, so we're just gonna put the subtitles on instead. He did when I told you guys in the Dark Souls stream. Oh, okay, he must have then, yeah. Because my partner's got, like, his fingers on the pulse of the gaming scene a lot more than I do, so he would know a lot more about that. Some of that shit actually just hurt. I love a game that will literally just destroy you. I love a game that'll literally just destroy you. Speaking of, my partner's been asking me, not asking me, but saying that I should play Spiritfarer for a little bit. And now I have access to it, so that might be something that we do eventually. I'm not sure when. It's just something that I have access to now. I have access to a lot now. Trying my absolute best not to spoil. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna go this way. Because I don't think this puffy needs to be that big. It's just a little puffy. Just a little puffy, like this. And then we go... And then... this. And then we get rid of these. Which is a shame, because they looked really good, but then that's not where that goes anymore. It goes here. And then... there. Alright, now I can finally get rid of these blue lines. We can start cleaning up this tail. West Wing was a political drama about the early 2000s politics following a Democratic presidential crew and the day-to-day handlings of political issues. Fantastic writing, dialogue, and character development. More left-leaning, but will absolutely punch down both aisles. That's pretty good. I don't watch an awful lot of, like, political, or at least movies or shows where the politics are, like, right in your face. I understand that a lot of TV shows, games, and movies can have political themes without it being the main focus, but I don't watch a lot of stuff where it is the main focus. I just don't really like it. Like, we were playing Tell Me Why off stream for a little bit, and Tell Me Why focuses around two identical twins, and one of them ends up being trans. They become a trans man. Their name is Tyler, I believe. And my partner and I really wanted to get to know Tyler as a person. He seemed great, but the problem with the way the story was set up is that Tyler hadn't seen anyone from his hometown, including his sister, in like 10 years. And so every single time we met a new character, literally the first thing they would talk about was how much Tyler has changed and how Tyler is a guy now and all of this stuff. And I get it, right? Because when you don't see anyone for a long time, regardless of if you're trans or not, they're going to make comments on how much you've changed. But literally every single person you met would make comments about how Tyler transitioned from being a girl into being a guy. And they did it so often that it felt like we couldn't really get to know Tyler outside of the fact that he's trans. Like, I played through 2 of the 3 chapters of Tell Me Why. And what I know about Tyler is he's trans, he is snarky, he is an animal rights activist, and that is it. That is it. And I don't think the game was trying to, like... There was more to Tyler. You couldn't get to know it because the people around him only wanted to focus on how trans he was. So I didn't really particularly like that game. I don't think... I mean, I kind of have to go back to finish it because my partner's a completionist. But it was just a little sad, a little disappointing. Like, I want to know who Tyler is, not what Tyler is. Does that make sense, chat? Anyways, that's all I'll say. Okay, yeah, cool. Spoiler free. Such a pretty game, Spiritfarer, both visually and its portrayal of death. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think you said you didn't want to play it, though, because it's a really difficult Metroidvania. Oh, 9 Souls? Yeah. We said that it would be more up my partner's alley, because my partner has, like, you cut him open and he doesn't have organs. He just has every Metroidvania in existence just in there. Like, it's ingrained into him. Described as Hollow Knight meets Sekiro. Yeah, I do remember this conversation now, actually. It's more focused on parries. Oh, I used to be really bad at parries, but Dark Souls taught me that I can be good at them. So that if it's a parry-focused game, that could be interesting. I get what you mean. Yeah, the game was telling you for way too long that he's trans rather than letting you explore the character himself. Exactly. Exactly. I'm so glad people in my chat understand what I mean. And to be fair, I don't really know much about his sister either. Like, all I know about his sister is something that is a spoiler, technically. I know that she was, like, adopted by the police chief, when Tyler left town. And and she wants to leave her hometown. That's all I know about her too. So realistically, like, pretty much all of the characters were pretty two-dimensional, but it really annoyed me with Tyler because Tyler was supposed to be the main character, and you could tell they really, really wanted to tell a story about trans people, and it just kind of fell a little bit flat on its face. But I am curious to see what my other trans, like, friends think about it, because I myself am not directly trans, but I'm under the gender fluid umbrella, so I feel like I have at least a tiny bit of room to speak here. But I am curious what people who are, like, explicitly trans have to say about Tyler as a character. Who knows? Maybe they will love him. I don't know. Oh my god, Silv, I'm sorry if it's too much of a distraction, but can I borrow 2 to 3 seconds of your time to show you the Nine Souls parry sound? If you pop it in the Discord server, I'll take a look at it after the stream. Also, speaking of after the stream, is Jake still here? Because I owe Jake something. So, yesterday, my Discord server, and by extension my Twitch chat, was very, very Minecraft-brained. And I said on stream yesterday that if I could get $25 worth of donos, that I would play the, like, the Creeper, like, parody song. And Jake single-handedly gave me those $25 in donations, and we didn't watch the music video. So Jake, would you like me to put on the Minecraft music video for you right now? Because you paid $25 for it, and I literally, the first thing I thought when I woke up this morning was, we didn't watch that video. Also, Silv, do you mind a lot of yapping in games? Night Souls is a long introduction and shit, and it's not afraid to be a visual novel. I don't mind visual novels. I've played a good bunch of visual novels. We're playing The Walking Dead on Wednesdays, so I feel like that answers that question. Phil Spencer was talking about it and had some pretty base things to say about how important that representation is, and this game was hopefully the beginning of much better stories with trans characters. I really do genuinely hope that. I really do genuinely hope that this is the beginning of really, really well-written trans characters. I always think of, I've forgotten their name, but I always think of Dead End Paranormal Park, which is a Netflix show. It's really good. One of their main characters is trans, but they don't reveal it until like halfway through the season. And literally all he says is, I'm trans, I don't feel like I can be myself at home. Here, I feel like I can, I just want to stay here. And like, that's it. He then goes on to have a gay romance with his coworker. You know what I mean? Alright, so I owe Jake a Minecraft music video. Now let's pull this up. I always forget the name of it, so I'm just gonna type in Creeper, oh man, and it'll come up. Okay, it's called Revenge. I'm really sorry for anyone who's not Minecraft-brained, but this is what you have to listen to right now, because Jake paid 25 good old-fashioned American dollars for it. We're gonna watch the video too, you don't get to just listen. I'm gonna open the chat on my phone so I can see you all. I haven't watched the music video in such a long time, actually. So for context, chat, we were like singing this song in my Twitch chat. Not my Twitch chat, in my Discord server. I'm trying to open my, fuck, I'm trying to open my chat. Oh, here we go, got it. I can see you guys now, hello. God, this is old. Yeah, this is 13 years old. I'm laughing like an idiot. This is actually happening. Sorry for him yapping so much. No, it's okay. It's fine. We're all talking about media that we enjoy. It's just Jake paid for this, so I have to put it on. I was 12. The old cobble... That's true, the cobblestone texture has changed. 13 years ago. What was 13 years ago? Was that 2012? If it was 2012, then I would have been 12 as well, yeah. I went through such a hardcore Minecraft parody music video phase. I love them. They're so good. I remember one time, my partner and I stayed up really late one night and I was like, oh my god, I have something to show you. And I showed him this music video and then we went on a downward spiral and we watched like every single Minecraft parody music video in existence. Screw the Nether, Fallen Kingdom. I showed him both of those. Also, Lunite, I see your message, but on my phone, the last word is censored, so I have to wait until I click back into OBS to read the full thing. God, what was another one? Screw the Nether was an obvious one. Fallen Kingdom was the other one. I showed him We Are Never Mining Together, if anyone's watched that one. It's your message is censored again, Lunite. On mobile it is. On OBS it shouldn't be. I still can't listen to Viva La Vida without thinking of Fallen Kingdom. Oh no, that's bad. How do I craft this again? I think that one? I don't remember all of them by name. I remember most of them by like the actual song. But yeah, this is my poor partner, by the way, that one night where I just showed him nothing but Minecraft parodies. Sorry, I'm just sitting watching the animation now. It's so... Why couldn't the Minecraft movie be made like this? You know what I mean? There you go. That was your good, hard-earned 20 American dollars. What's in the recommended? It's mostly music. There's Fallen Kingdom. Yep. It's mostly music. Alright, let's pop our music back on. Where's Toon Boom? There we go. Back to work, chat. Alright, now I can have a look at Lunite's message. What was it censoring? Why is LMAO censored on my... Oh, okay. For some reason, Twitch Mobile doesn't like the word ass. Okay, that makes sense. That's so strange. Let's have some fun in Minecraft. There's some really good ones. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about, like, doing Minecraft streams again. I did them for a little while, but the reason why they didn't stick is because they were kind of, like, in-betweens. Like, I wasn't playing Minecraft as, like, a staple. I was playing it as, like, a middle ground while I figured out what other game I wanted to stream. But, yeah, when I finish one of the mainline games that we're doing now, I might just pop Minecraft back in. Especially because the new update's coming soon with the baby ghasts, if it hasn't come out already. I would also love to do Minecraft collabs one day. Like with other streamers and stuff. I think that would be really fun. I think this tail is almost done. Oh no, it is done. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're gonna copy this again. Pop it here. Tilt it this way, down, and a little bit thicker. Oh, I realized I missed a spot. Hang on. Oops. There we go. That should be all of the elements. Get this as close as I can. There we go. Curious if this will need an in-between frame. It probably will, but I'm gonna check. Because sometimes when I used to work for Nutshell Animations, I would just kind of cheat. And like not properly animate stuff. As long as it looked animated, it was fine. So let me see if I can cheat this or if it needs an in-between. First, really quickly, just pop this. And then if it can't be cheated, then I'll have a look. It probably could be cheated, but I don't think it fits with the rest of the animation style. Oh, no, it kind of does. But I'd have to ask the client. I wouldn't be opposed to what's it called? I wouldn't be opposed to adding in between frames if they don't like it though. I think that's fine as it is. We'll see what they think when I finish. That's the tail. Alright, now the difficult part, which is the thumbs. I might cheat again and do the thumbs on a separate layer. Because if you can see down here on my timeline, it's already a little bit messy in terms of where things are. The way I did it on my model, everything is on one layer. It might be easier to do the thumbs on a second layer. Y'all know my guy Stokele Cleven Goldborn? Who the fuck is that? Who in the fuck is that? Also, I have to catch up with chat now. I was too busy focused on the tail. Fun fact, I bought 9 souls for 10 people, totaling to over 200 US. If they weren't on sale for the summer sale, it would have totaled to 300. That's so good, though. I love that there are people out there that love media so much that they're like, here, I will just buy you the media. You need to witness it. That's so cool. I'm gonna start gatekeeping my music tastes. Oh dear, why? I want to get a laptop and play Minecraft with mods. I really want to get like the farming mods. Because I love farming in Minecraft, but I hate Stardew Valley. Well, hate's a strong word. I don't like playing Stardew Valley by myself. I can play Minecraft by myself. I can't play Stardew Valley by myself. So I want to add like a whole bunch of farming mods to Minecraft. Sky Factory. I have heard of Sky Factory. Literally, it is peak. Bruh, I'll play with you on Stardew Valley. I think it would be fun to have a community, like, Stardew Valley type server thing. Alright, I'm gonna try and do the thumbs on the same layer. If anything, I'll just might need to adjust the timing for things in order to get it looking right. So now, I'm gonna turn the onion skinning on really quick. Right. Now, both of these thumbs should kind of be... I thought I fixed this blue. Both of these thumbs kind of need to be like, not quite pressing the button. Actually, no. Let's do, like, pressing the button and... fully not. And then we'll draw, like, an in-between. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, I need to have my big chat open so that I can see you guys. There we go. My honest opinion, for me, there is no better game, and there will never be a better game. That shit literally got me less excited for Crow's Sworn. I don't know what Crow's Sworn is. Stokele has 6.3 billion monthly listeners on Spotify. How do you not know him? Because I don't really use Spotify. Haven't played Sky Factory in a while. To be fair, I don't know him either. I'm sorry. I'm just not part of that 6.3 million. I know what I like, and I stay in the circles that I like, and it's very difficult for me, like, to get me to try something that I don't already know that I like. So that's probably why. The few times I do use Spotify, I'm on, like, the playlists that I have made for myself. Okay. You can go purple now. Purple. Ski Mask is goated. I don't know what Ski Mask is. Is that one of his songs? I don't either. I use SoundCloud. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know who that is. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna cleaning this up. Cleaning this up. There we go. Alright, now this can go purple. There, and now we'll add a new in-betweeny. But I'll copy this one in. Oh no, I'll keep this one. There we go. And now we'll do the middle one. There we go. There's like 675 million users on there. Not being one of them isn't too far-fetched. Okay. Ski Mask the Slump God? I still don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't use Spotify either. If I want to support the artists, I use Bandcamp. And if I don't care, I just pirate. That's fair. Speaking of musicians and Bandcamp, by the way, there's this one guy. I'm gonna quickly hop back over to Chrome for a second. There's this guy. Having Cat Records. Super chill dude. Super chill dude. He's a musician. And he's currently... One, he's got music commissions open. But two, he's released a whole bunch of new songs on Bandcamp recently. Where did he put them? I swear to God, I retweeted them, but I couldn't find them. Yeah, so he's got a whole bunch of stuff on Bandcamp now. And he needs help because tax season is coming, and he doesn't have what he needs for his taxes. So if you have a couple of dollars to spare, consider buying his digital album. It's only $5 USD for his entire album. He worked on a song called I Wanna Fuck a Dragon, if that piques your interest at all. Super chill guy. If you're super into music, I would consider it. He's pretty chill. We love him in this house. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, I have to open my big chat again. I can't see you guys anymore. Google a real one. Always got our backs. It's true. Kanye is my #1 artist. I haven't listened to Kanye in so long. Just hammering home how I charge way too little for my music. I only do $60 a minute. To be fair, like, obviously, if you want to charge more for your music, charge more for your music. You should charge what you feel you deserve based on the work and the effort. He charges that much because he's been in the music industry for 7 years. He's gone to, like, universities and, like, gotten degrees for this kind of shit. So that's why he charges how he charges. But I'm gonna be so for real, you could probably charge roughly the same. His music is very good. He works with... Does anyone here know of a content creator named Joe Cat? Tavern Cat Records, the guy that I just plugged, does music for all of Joe Cat's like projects and campaigns. If you guys happen to know another content creator by the name of Manga Carmen, the Tavern Cat is also doing all of the music for Manga Carmen's upcoming like video game. So if you like Joe Cat and you like Joe Cat stuff, you've probably already heard Tavern Cat's music. Because like I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he's the only one, but he's the main musician for Joe Cat at the moment. He has been for a good couple of years. Have you heard my music? Probably not. I don't listen to an awful lot of music, to be fair. The main reason I know of Tavern Cat is because he is a partner of a dear friend of mine. So that's mainly how I know and have heard Tavern Cat's music. There we go. Okay. Thumbs have been done. Now I just gotta copy paste these over and over and over and over and over again. There we go. I'll post it in the gallery. Hell yeah, do it. Go for it, my dudes. I only listen to 3 artists. It's Frank Cole slash Cumthazine? I don't know. Zane and Ski Mask the Slump God. I mostly listen to like, I don't listen to individuals, like artists or bands or whatever. I just pick out songs that I like. There are a few exceptions. The biggest one being John Bellion. I, like, the second John Bellion releases a song, I am all over it. I am eating that shit. I know John Bellion's musical, like, patterns so well that you can show me a song that's sung by a different artist, a completely different artist, and I will be able to tell if John Bellion wrote it for them or not, because he's also a ghostwriter. It's kind of fucked how well I know John Bellion's, like, how he writes his music. It's kind of fucked. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna move the ear twitch up one. And now what we're gonna do is that's the middle. The previous was down. Okay, so that one can stay. This one has to change. And before we get too excited, we should actually have a look at this animation and make sure it looks good. I think that middle thumb, this one here, could probably be a bit thinner. Let's redo this one. Come on, man. Focus. There we go. There we go. Alright, that should look a little bit better, I think. It does, but I just realized that. This is an easy fix, though. Sorry, chat. I know you guys are all still talking. I will catch up with you in 1 second. I don't want that. I want this. There we go. Fuck, wrong color. Alright, let's have a look. Going off songs I like, my top 3 are artists artists barely popping up on the list. Yeah. Cell Dweller and Julian K are some of my faves. The Annex is also incredible and a Knuckles fan. Damn. Black Eyed Peas goated. Love the song Meet Me Halfway. That is a good one too. Black Eyed Peas kind of shocked me a little bit because I had no idea that Let's Get It Started was like the censored version of their song. Fucking crazy, dude. Let's quickly make this like blue. Whoops. Never mind, it didn't work. I wanted to make this a different color so that I could come in and clean it up, but that's alright. It looks fine. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so that's up. This one needs to be middle. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna copy paste this whole general area. That'll work. And then this one needs to be down. Which is this one. Up. Okay. We need to do some cleaning. Some quick cleaning. Once the thumbs are done, like, that's all the animation for this one. I just gotta do the talking variation of it. The talking variant will have, like, his chin and his eyes move as well. Real? Yeah, it is. It is. The original version of Let's Get It Started was Let's Get Retarded. That was the original version of that song, which makes so much more sense because the first line of Let's Get It Started is will.i.am saying, in this context there's no disrespect. So that makes way more sense when you listen to the uncensored version. But I'm gonna be so for real, the censored version, Let's Get It Started, is so much better. It just flows a lot nicer. Alright, this one needs to be the middle. Goodness. This is why doing everything on one layer is annoying, chat. There you go. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. There we go. Yeah, that one can be up. And now we will just literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. These need to be moved up 1 frame as well. What is this? This is middle, that's down. So this needs to be up. Oh, wait, hang on. It didn't need to be moved. This needs to be moved. There we go. You, I don't know why I still have you, but it's fine. This one needs to be this one, right? I need to make sure I didn't accidentally fuck up any of the previous animations now. 1 second. Okay, I haven't yet. Yet. Okay, here. So, this is the middle bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete like this. We'll grab the middle one. Because the only bit that's like animated in this frame is the eyes, so I can just kind of bonk it all together like that. This one needs to be down to the opposite. Is this one? I'm sure there's a more optimal way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it, so. Crimea River. I forgot about that. I did not know that. Yeah, they threw that term around way more loosely back then. Yeah. Yeah. Very different world we lived in back then, guys. Middle, down, middle, up. Alright, that'll do. Alright, these need to be moved up a frame. And then we can block that off. Actually, we can probably... yeah, we'll block it off here. Unless the thumb movement demands otherwise. Actually, hang on. I need to test if this still looks good with one extra frame. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, I saw that. Oh, no. Okay, so from there... Saw that. So that needs to be up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's down, so we need, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we need these. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Way less educated back then, that's for sure. Was it less educated or was the research not there? I feel like that could go either way, honestly. Still, doesn't matter. We know now, chat. We know now. Alright, just having a quick look at some thing. Okay, cool. We're back. Way less educated back then, that's for sure. It's true. Okay, I think... What are we up to? Okay, so this here needs to be middle. As long as I don't copy any elements of the tail, it's fine. That needs to be a middle. This one can stay up. This one needs to be a middle, but we also need to... Shit. Okay, hang on. Copy this. Paste that. Now I need to grab the middle part again. Don't grab anything from the tail. Where was I? Up, middle, down, middle, up. Okay, this needs to be a middle. That one needs to be a down. This one needs to be down. This one needs to be a middle again. And this one. Needs to be this one. Ooh, hang on. Why did I do that? Oh, yeah. That one needs to be down. That one's middle, and that's up again. Is that the same tail? It is not. Oh no, it's... Wait, hang on. What have I done here? What did I do, chat? Up, middle, down, up, middle. Oh, there's two middles here. That's just not right. Hang on. Middle, up, middle, down, middle. So this one's supposed to be up. I've done everything wrong. It's supposed to be up. Right? Oh, it's missing something. Hang on. There we go. Up, middle, down. Okay, this one needs to be middle. This one needs to be middle. I've goofed so much, chat. Oh shit, there's another empty one here. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I think I see what's happening here. Hang on. I think I get it. One sec. Okay. I understand the assignment. so this one needs to be middle. What frame are you the same as? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this one. Are we gonna get rid of that one? Hang on. Yeah, we are. And the one where it's up higher. This one. I'm gonna copy this. Delete this one. Paste that. And then we're gonna change these thumbs to be middle thumbs. Copy a lot more than we need, just in case. Middle. This one needs to be probably could leave it. Let me loop this. Nah, we can't. So what does this one need to be? Down, middle. It needs to be an up. So what I'm gonna do, in order to make sure the thumbs loop properly, are any details missing? I don't think so. In order to make it loop properly, we're gonna do another middle, down, middle. Okay. Middle, down, middle. We're gonna put these here. Now it should loop perfectly. Oh, it still pauses. Why does it pause? Oh, right there. Down, up. It shouldn't be doing that. Hang on. Ah, I fucking hate this. Maybe you could be an animator for a cartoon. Oh, well, funny you say that. I actually am working on an animated pilot. For like a little project of mine. Oh, it's here too. Down, up. Okay, hang on. We want this one? Okay. Here. God, these last frames are fucking up all of my thumbs. Why did it paste like that? There. That was weird. Are you properly in line? You are. These need to be middle thumbs. Ooh, what did I just do? Ooh. Okay, that was very strange. I hope that didn't mess with the stream too much. There. Alright, what do I have to fix now? Right there. Here. Medium, medium. Alright, what needs to be here? Up. So this one. Okay, up. And then these ones need to be changed. So medium. So medium, down, medium is what we need. Up. Medium, down, medium. There. Now it should loop just fine. Sorry. Oh shit, what's happening in chat, man? Words meant different things back then, yeah. Right, it was just silly or foolish, pending on the context, wasn't always an insult. Yup. Yup. Oh, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to show you guys. We're working on it for a long time. Okay, chat. I think all of the core animations are done. I just gotta loop it a couple times, make sure I catch everything. It looks like it, hang on, I gotta check the thumbs again. Up, middle, down, middle, up. 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 Oop. No, it's fine. It just... Maybe I've been staring at it too long. Maybe that's the problem. Alright. My only point of contention is maybe this tail. I think it looks fine. Now I'm not too sure. Wind up, down, down, up, up. Maybe if we... I'll have to do the thumbs all over again if I do this, but... Oh, actually, no. What if instead... So it goes up, flicks down, and then it stays there for 4 frames, and then it flicks back up. That's the part that worries me. What if we... I'm gonna have to redo the thumbs, but let me get rid of those 2. What if it stays there for only a few frames? It doesn't look quite right. I think maybe we could use this frame here. It looked fine at first, but now I don't really like it. Means we're gonna have to do our tail again. Pop it like here. Hang on, wait. Let's wait a minute. Hang on. Okay, chat, what do you think of the tail? I think the tail's fucking me up a little bit. I feel like it doesn't quite fit with the rest of, like, how the movement works for the rest of it. I think what needs to happen is no more cheating, because cheating is bad. We're gonna keep the tense up like this. The tail is weird. Yeah, I think the tail is weird. It works, this technique works for some things, but it doesn't, like, I thought it would work for the tail, it doesn't quite. What I might try doing is animating the tail flick the same way I animate the ear flick. So we're gonna keep this wind up frame here. This one, we're gonna turn into a second wind up for the original tail position, which will be this here. Because it's not supposed to be wagging. It's meant to be just kind of like a flump kind of thing, but I don't really know what a flump looks like. So we're gonna try the same way I do the ears. So we're gonna tilt it up again. Bit taller, bit slimmer. Make any touch-ups that need to be made. It looked fine when it was 3 frames, but in order to keep the thumbs moving at a consistent pace, it couldn't be an odd number of frames. And once we moved it up from 3 frames to 4 frames, that's when it started looking weird. So... normally I'm more than happy to keep things animated on 3s, but because the thumbs are on the same layer, it just wouldn't work. If I had put the thumbs separately, like on an overlay maybe, it would have been fine. Actually, let's not use the pencil, let's use the brush. Yeah. I will do that. And then we'll have it down here. And then this frame here will turn into a middle part. And then this will turn into this again, I think. Yeah, this would... hang on. That's the middle, and so yeah, this would... get rid of these. That would turn back into that. And because it's middle and then down, we could cut it off there. Right, and so now this will become the middle bit. Imagine it would just be the tip that would flick back and forth. I mean, I could do that. It would be a lot simpler, but I've already come this far. Pop it there. Okay. Let's at least see how this goes. And if it's still not looking too great, then I will just give up and swish the top bit of it. We can do it the same way we did the thumbs. It'll just kind of constantly be wagging. Except, I'm not sure that's what they wanted. I'm drawing it in blue, but if the line art looks good enough, I'll just change it to purple and do the variation this way. So it's gonna end like here. I gotta remember that it's like... I gotta try and put it back in the middle now. So it's gonna be like here. I'm happy to smear it a little bit, but I don't want to do too much. Let's try that. Keep it there for now. Gotta go to dog training grad tonight. Ooh, hell yeah, have fun. I'm sorry, what? My bitch likes Sandy because of her cheeks? What the fuck did you just put in my Twitch chat? Some of the shit that gets said in my chat is wild, bro. I would never. Alright, that's the bottom bit. Now we get up here. So it's 1, 2. Actually, this should probably be... whoops. This should probably be curved in a bit more, honestly. First of all, this band should probably be thinner. But then it should curve in more. Like this. Right? Like here. And then the second belt would probably go about there. But we can figure that out in a second. So then we have 1 fumpy, 2 fumpy, a bang, like that. Maybe a bit bigger. Like that, and then the second belt will come in here. Oh, that was a nice line. I love when I draw lines and they just look how I want them to look. That's fantastic when that happens. So the second belt will go there. Which will kind of pop it in like that. And then this bit. Get rid of this green line. That green line was not helpful whatsoever. It's from a song. Oh, okay. That's still a fucking wild thing to put in my chat. Alright, so now we're gonna do that, and then on this end, it's gonna be kind of weird. We're gonna have, I don't want it to come up too high, that's my thing, because it kind of curves. So I'll do that, and then pop that there. Then we can have like a whomp. Sorry, we'll have a whomp. And then that'll be hidden, so it's fine. Ooh. I might have to... The worst part about this is that I'm probably gonna have to actually finish this in order to tell if it looks good. We'll do... down, and then this middle one. It doesn't look like it'll work. It works well for the ears. Like it goes up 1, up 2, then straight down, and then a middle one, which is what I've done here. Up 1, up 2, straight down, and then a middle one. But... I mean, it might work? I don't know. Why did it have to be such a big tail? Why couldn't it be like a little Shiba tail? That would have been so much easier. I would have just made it one static image and I would have just like flicked it around a little bit. Why does that look like that? Oh. I'm gonna try and use the blue lines that I drew. For the most part, they were pretty good. There we go. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Nice. I hate bad words more than... Oh gosh. Where are you pulling these from? Actually, do I want to know? Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, it's mostly clean. Again, unfortunately, the worst part about this is that I'll have to put in the effort of doing the line variation before I can properly tell if this works or not. Because it's too distracting. The fact that it's not... the fact that it hasn't got the line variation is too distracting to be able to tell if it actually works or not. So, maybe I'm about to spend the next 30 minutes doing something that I'll end up deleting anyway. Let's see. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure the line art will come in and we'll be like, oh my god, that was so awesome and fantastic and well done, and we will never have to touch this tail ever again. That would be lovely. I think I'm gonna redraw that line altogether. Didn't have the confidence that it needed to have. There we go, that's a bit better. But now it doesn't want to color. What a coward. There we go. Oh god, you're just gonna put more of them in the chat? Alright, hang on, let's see. There we go. Easy peasy. Ooh, that doesn't connect. That's alright, we'll just pull this one down. There we go. It'd be really nice if I could get to... I know I said before that I wasn't gonna get to coloring these guys, or this particular one today, but it would be really nice if the tail could just look good, and then I could move on and I could color it today. Because then that would mean that the mute gaming sprite would be finished, you know, and I'd only have 3 sprites left to do. Technically, only really 2, because one of them would just be adding the mouth to this existing frame, or this existing, like, model. Oh my god, go away! Go away! Alright, you're not gonna go away the traditional way? Fine, I'll make you go away. There. Hi! Hello, Wild Saber, how are you? Welcome! We're having a super chill night tonight. We're just working on a animated PNG tuber for a client, and this tail is pissing me off, dude. It's pissing me off because I couldn't be lazy about it. That's all. Ooh, hang on. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? No one will notice, but I noticed, so get the fuck out of there. Thank you. There we go. Ooh, that's messy. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. This better look good. Or, if it doesn't, it better be a really easy fix. I don't want to be wasting my time doing this frame just to delete it. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oop, okay, fine. Be like that. Be difficult. There we go. Ew, I am not reading that out loud. That is disgusting. Ooh, actually, I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna really quickly... There we go. Ooh, really quick, we might just tilt it down a wee bit. Great. Now you want to be difficult too? Fine, I'll color you the hard way. Based. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry. Please forgive all of the other members of my chat, Wild Saber. Please forgive them. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, this is the big one. Come down. Come back in. Oh, come on. What do you mean you won't color? Is my bucket tool just on strike or something? There. Recolor now. Thank you. Okay. We're almost done. We just gotta do this side of it soon. Oops. Don't want it to be that dramatic. Just wanna... Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Actually, no, it's not. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the thing. Oh no, I can't do that thing. I was gonna cheat again, but the program said no. Oh, come on, man. You know what? That'll do. That's fine. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? Sell more, but I'm not gonna drop them. Yeah, no. Maybe you should keep those to yourself. I'm just saying. There we go. Oh, come on. There. I hate when I click on a tool to, like, use it, but my touch doesn't, like, resonate, I guess. So it just doesn't give me the tool that I clicked on. Register is the word I was looking for, not resonate. Alright, boys. I see you. I see you right there. Not you. You. Get the fuck back in there. Close enough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. That took a hot minute. I'm back from being in the hospital for a week? Oh, damn, dude. Welcome back, I guess. I take it you're feeling all right now? Oh, oh, oh. I hate when you do that. Why do you do that? There. I see you went a tiny bit overboard. That's fine. We will just... There, by like a single pixel. No one will ever be able to tell. Except for the program, apparently. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Now we've just got to do these middle bits. I can turn the trace off. I don't know why I kept it on for the whole thing. The way you draw is smoother than the waves of water? Damn. You know what? I'll take that. Thank you. You're good now? That's good. Trying to get this middle frame to look okay. And the thing is, we don't even know if we're even gonna keep it. We might end up deleting it. And I really hope that we don't, because doing line art like this takes fucking ages. There we go. Ooh, what are you doing there? Get out of there. Alright, this should be the last line, I think. Oops. Okay, now the moment of truth to see if drawing that middle frame was even worth it. I'm gonna really quickly open OBS so I can look at it on 2 screens. It still looks really bad. Why? Why do you look so bad? Oh, that's why. Why does it look like that? Okay, what I might do... Hang on. Ooh, maybe that wiggle will make it look a bit better. Ooh, okay, wait, hang on. I think I've been staring at this for too long. Chat, what do you think of the tail? I think we could maybe add one more in between and it would look alright. Looks good to me, but I do agree. Yeah, add like another frame in here. Between these two. Oh, change this one, I think. And turn this back on. What I think I'm gonna do... I wanted to find a way to cheat it, but I think I just need to draw another in between. God damn it. Alright. It's fine. Fine. We'll do another one. The first belt now would go like here. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's looking nice, but it kind of looks like the whole base of the tail is separating from the body. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh well, it's gonna look like that now because I've... Hang on. I'm not sure what you... The base of the tail is still connected. Unless you're talking about, like, when it comes out from... Unless you're talking about here, when it comes out from the... behind the belt and stuff. That could be what they're talking about. But otherwise, it's all connected. I don't know. I think adding that in between, that extra in between, like here, will make it look a little better. Okay, first order of business should be to figure out where the belts are, actually. So one will go here. Probably also be tilted a little higher. Like that. And the second one probably be like there. Yeah. And then again, Tilt it a bit higher. There. Okay, now we can start putting the blue fools back in. Actually, hang on. Same foo. And then it really pops out like here. Okay. It's getting there. And then we've got click, and then another... Hang on, we'll draw the other poofy first. Another poofy, and then... There. And then up here, we'll start curving it back this way. So we'll get, like... here. Okay, I think that looks much better with this extra frame in the middle. Now we can really quickly do the whole thing again, add our sweet, precious little line variation. And hopefully now, this is the last we will ever see of this tail. At least working on it. I can turn that off now. Don't tell me it's no use, I just want to have a nice tail, that's all! Goodness. Alright. Clean it up as much as we can. If I don't have to completely redraw it, then I won't. This commission is already probably the most complicated PNG tuber child I've ever had. Alright. This is gonna be it, chat. Right down there. Ooh. Don't like that. You can move down a tiny bit. There we go. Super chill. Super chill. It looks great. For now. Whoops. Come on, dude. Come on! Did you forget how to draw? Oh, shit. I think maybe we did. Oh, there we go. Oh, salam. There we go. Just make sure they at least look like they connect. Oops. There we go, and then... Oh, fuck. I hate when it does that. Please just color where I want you to color. There we go. Alright, we got it. Easy. These ones, we can set these up to be finished off later on. And now we'll just do this side. Easy, 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 easy. Yeah, it's looking good. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta hype yourself up, chat. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Noise. I'm confident that this is it. When we added the other in between, I was like hopeful but not confident. I think with this one, yeah, this will be it. I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Nice boofy boofies. Oh, come on. The longer the line, the worse time I have. Because I like to try and keep it steady and consistent, but it's... Drawing that first line... I've said this before. Drawing that first line is always easy, fine, simple. It's drawing the second line to add the color variation. That's the rough part. And I think that looks fine. There we go. Alright. Ooh, forgot that that overlaps there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, after this little fourth, we've just got to fix up the belts. Or the belts, sorry, there's two of them. And then we can have a look. There we go. Alright, I don't think it'll start poking out too much, but maybe, well, maybe just like a tiny bit like that. This side probably will poke up a little bit. Kind of like... there. And now these middle bits. Oh my god, come on. Keep it together, Silv. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna start from this side. I think starting from this side is easier. Okay, it was easier, but that's way too dramatic for what I wanted. I think that's better. There we go. And now again, but down here. Oops. Come on, you've got this seal. We're almost done with the tail. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna start on this side like I did last time. That was almost right. I just fucked it up at the end. Oh my god. I'm gonna cheat. Alright, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do... We got it on that end. We just need it to come back in on this end, which I can just kind of... That'll do. Alright. Now for the moment of truth. I think now that we've got that extra middle frame, it should be fine. It should look okay. Yeah, I think that looks way better. I think it juts out a lot and then it really gently comes back in. I do kind of want to play with adding more in between so that it doesn't jut out so drastically, but then because everything's on the same layer, the thumbs are gonna get super fucked up. I think that's okay. I'm gonna leave that on loop because I gotta grab the colors now. I gotta grab the Clip Studio file. In quick motion like that, it looks very smooth and nice. Cool. We love, I lost my words, but we love it. I gotta grab the color scheme now. I'm gonna open that on my other monitor. I think there's actually a color drop tool on Toon Boom, but I don't know how effective it is. I've never used it. I just color pick in Clip Studio, and then I make my own color palette in Toon Boom. I've got it open, but you can stay there. Actually, I think you can keep playing, because you guys won't be able to see me make the new color palette. Do that. So now we've got hair, which we're gonna make. What's this? This is H223, S41, and V24. This layer is the whites. And even though they're whites, I don't use pure white in my works, because it's really difficult to highlight white, if that makes sense. It's not pure white, it is 0, 0, and then 93. So it's like a very, very, very light gray. The red of the jacket. There we go. Jacket is H7, S93, V68. What else is there? There's the... Ooh, there's a couple things. There's the dark accents, which are almost black, but not quite. We'll label this pants, but it's more than just his pants. It's just the pants are the main color. It is H0, S0, V10. And then I need the yellow. Yeah, the yellow bit, which is... We'll call this one accents. Whoops. This one is H43, S79, and V91. And then I need his eye color, which is like a really, really nice light blue. This one is eyes. S198. Oh, sorry, H198, S38, and V96. And then I think the last color is the color of his controller, which is also blue. this is H231, S71, and V46. I think that's everything. I will leave the... Actually, no, I'll close the Clip Studio file. It's really, really easy to open again if I need it. Alright. Color time, chat. Go. It looks like a hot mess. I know, but trust. It's fine. Trust it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start with the base color for the hair. Is this really nice deep blue color? I think I can turn these lines off if I press K. Yeah, there we go. Much easier to see now. There we go. Get this bit too. This bit here also needs to be blue. Oh, I shouldn't have closed the Clip Studio file. I need to see what color he is. Bro. Alright, I've reopened it. Keep that right there. So then this also needs to be blue. My kitty boy Sasa came for cuddles. Oh, that is so cute. Make sure you give him extra cuddles. And then this is blue as well. This. Now he's got accent colors in his hair. Oh, I forgot to color the braid. And his... Oh, that was not good. Alright, I'll paintbrush that beard in. There we go. And he's got some accent colors, which I'm going to pencil in with the green pencil. There's like... Oh, actually... Gotta like really get in there. So it goes up here, and then this one kind of joins up there. May as well just kind of have it up there. It's like a grey streak. Except in the concept art, it doesn't really do that. In the concept art, it's more of like a... like that. I think that works. That'll be okay. And then here, he's got like a... right there. On the tip of his ears. And in the braid. I'm not fully sure how I should go about the braid, but I think the way that I am doing it is fine. There. And the reason those green lines are there are because now I can fill in the whites without interrupting the blues. He's got a couple of funky colors going on. There we go. And now I should just be able to get rid of the green. Nice. Oh, I forgot to do his tail. He's also got it on his tail. His tail is kind of like a... That'll work. Alright, that's what his hair looks like. He's already looking so nice. He's got... Oh, the concept art doesn't have the belts on the tail. What color are they? I think they're yellow. Alright, well we may as well do the yellows now then. Pretty sure they're yellow. And then it's here, here, and here. This middle, oh, this middle bit here. Any of the buckles that you can see, not those bits, but like the buckles. I think that's all the yellow. Means the jacket will kind of have. There's a very strong red for the jacket, I must say. Oh wait, no, not the belt. Not the belt. It's this. And like, no, not that. Please. Oh wait, hang on, the buttons were also yellow. These buttons. Also just realized I didn't do all of the white. Hang on. Really quickly, this bit here doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. For the whites, we needed this bit. We also needed the undershirt. And the eyes. There we go. Oh, and the inside of his ear. Hang on. There. He's in my lap right now. I can feel... I feel like that character in Go Go Gadget. Oh, okay. I'll send you a pic. Yeah, send the pic. Put it in the pets, the pet pics chat. Do it. Alright, I think that's all the details for the jacket. The pants are this dark color, but this color is also the color used for the belts. Oh, hang on. You gotta be able to see through the belt, so there we go. These, what else is black? I think that's it. Oh, I didn't get his skin tone. I got literally every color that I needed except for his skin tone. Good thing I have the Clip Studio file open still. I gotta grab his skin. 1 second. I'll fill in every other color that I have. There's also no claw color on the rep sheet, but I can just make one up. We'll get like a... Actually, we could use white. We could use white. He's got like human feet, but they've got like claws as opposed to toenails. Yeah, and this last one didn't want to cooperate with me, so we will just... There. Alright. What's your skin tone? Fucking ghost boy. Let's see. It is... This layer here is skin. 40, 21, 90. Alright, now we can go. Boom, 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 boom. And on the concept art, I had these colored in purple, just the line art, but I think it would look better if we did them in black. That bit needs to be colored as well. Oops. There. Alright, I don't think I've missed any spots. What do you think, chat? Isn't he cute? Now I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna take all these colors and pop them over here, because the only difference in these frames is this. His thummy boys. And so we're just gonna grab a paintbrush and we're gonna fill in all the differences. see that there. There we go. Should probably make this brush a bit bigger. There we go. That's a little bit nicer. I just gotta make sure it doesn't bleed over like that. There we go. Easy. And now we do the same thing again. Oh, that's not... It's this bit here. There we go. Tiny bit of red in the controller, but we fix it. There. There. Oh wait, I've just realized I did miss a spot. Right there. Okay. And now most of these frames should be coloured, except for these ones here with the ear, these ones here with the blink, and these ones here with the tail. So most of these will be pretty straightforward. I can still just copy paste the colours. The only colours that will have to change are like the colours for the ears. Yeah. So like this bit here. I could realistically probably just move these around. Because it was like that and then we made it shorter. It was kind of the vibe. Trying to line up the lines with the ear. Okay, so the ear is fine now. This white bit here, we added a bit of drag to it. Alright, cool. And now we can just kind of hand... Ooh. Sorry, I rearranged the colors by accident. But now we can just kind of hand fill in the rest. Let's make this a bit smaller. There we go. I can stay where that is. This cannot. There we go. I also send my puppy girl. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I just realized I missed yet another spot. I missed 2 other spots. The detail in this design is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so do that. Okay, that needs to be colored. 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 And that and that. And now that should be okay for the rest of the frames. Except for like here, but we're not there yet. Okay, so now we need the middle ones, which are these ones. Yeah. This is where like the time save really is. So actually I'm not gonna grab the fluff. I'm just gonna grab these 2 bits here. It doesn't quite line up. What did I do with this one again? I must have made it shorter. Yeah, because that lines up mostly. And then we'll grab this one. And now, again, we can just kind of brush fill in the rest. There we go. What time is it? Oh, we've still got like an hour. We could probably finish the coloring. And the reason why I say probably, I'm not definitely, even though like I'm kind of blitzing through it right now, is the tail. The tail shouldn't be too difficult when we get to the tail movement. But still, that's why I'm saying maybe. Because it's not really about it being difficult, it's about it being time consuming. Okay. Did I need to fix anything else? No. All good, all good, all good. There's that one, and now we need down, which is this. I think this is when we need to like redo the ear coloring completely. Oh wait, where did it go? Here. Yeah, because I hand drew this ear in as opposed to just copy pasting like the rest of them. I wonder if that'll fuck with my invisible lines. It probably will. Yeah, it does. I'm probably gonna be better off coloring this one by hand, because if I add the invisible lines again, it's gonna add the invisible lines to everything again. And doing that makes my computer chug pretty badly. So instead of adding extra invisible layers to everything, we're just gonna bucket fill this part here. Not the fluff, because the fluff we can just do white. We're just gonna bucket that. And then I'm gonna get this. What color is it? It's like a outwards and then, okay. So it goes like that. That's when we can get this in. Oh, it doesn't want to do it properly. Alright, there we go, that's fine. I can do that. Easy. Oh, hang on. Gotta really quickly fix up this one. There we go. Now this is the last one, and then it goes back to colored for a bit, and then, yeah, the tail there. Okay. So this is the second last one. This one is middles. I can't remember if I completely redrew this ear or if I just copy pasted. I think I redrew. No, I think I copy pasted, but then I edited a few things. So just to be safe, we're gonna do this basically the exact same way I did the other one. But this time we're just gonna do the whole thing white because it's probably easier that way. Oh, miss a spot. There we go. Miss anything else? A tiny spot there. Otherwise, all good. Oh, is that line? Is that stuff still there? That is. Get rid of these. Hang on. Didn't want to do that. I want to get rid of this inside bit. But I can get rid of all of these. But making my life difficult. There we go. Now I can get rid of that again. is not what I wanted, and you know that. You know that's not what I wanted. Why are you doing that? Why is it doing that? Okay, I have a different idea. We'll just make this that color. I don't like doing it like this, but probably for the— oh, that didn't even help. Hang on. I don't know why it's not working this time when it did it perfectly fine on the previous frame. Make this a tiny bit smaller to start off with. There. Now will you do it? Now it'll do it. Nope, nope, it's still being stupid. Okay. Don't worry, I'll just do it manually. Don't even worry about it, Clip Studio. I'll just do it manually, it's fine. There. Same effect, it's fine. And then it goes back to colored for a bit. Here. This will be even easier than the ear, because we're just adding different, different layers of skin, basically. Like here. And we don't even have to do it to both— oh, we do kinda have to do it to both eyes. Oh, wait, I just noticed. Hang on. Yeah, I see it. Usually I'll have like a really outlandish color on in the background to kind of make these holes super noticeable. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. Another hole there. Literally pixels wide, but I see it. There. Oh. Yeah. I hope I get all of the holes before I send this to the commissioner. If I don't, though, it's a super easy fix. Okay, back to normal. Anyway, where were we? We were here. This bit is super easy. We just need to thwomp. And then over here, we just need to thwomp. There. There's that bit, and then now we— that— oh, I see that. Must have missed that last time. There we go. Actually, wait, hang on. There. Oh. Ooh. There, that'll do. Alright, back to the color layer. We need down, which is this one. There we go. And now this one will be even easier than the previous one, because we just bonk, 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 and— oh, hang on, bonk, and last one, bonk. Bam, eyes closed, and then they open again. This is the tail part. This is the part that I was worried about, but it's fine. It's fine. I also just realized that I haven't put his mouth in, but that's okay. I can just put that on, like, on a different layer. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the middle. There. And then we're just gonna quickly grab these. No, not the— just these. And then these back ones too. No, I don't want— oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got it. And now these bits here. Cool. that there. Hilt, taller, and a bit slimmer. I think I might have made it a bit too tall. Well, actually, no, not too tall. It brought it in too much. A bit slimmer on this side too. There. And then... yeah. And then we can just make hairline edits as opposed to recoloring the whole thing. Here. Oh, no, not all of that. Are you crazy? Just this little bit here. Oh my god, let me go, please. Okay, and then that one will just recolor entirely. We got that. There we go. Now, where else do we fix? We fix like here. Oh, that's the wrong color. I thought I had the hair color. Oopsie. There. Really quickly fix this bit. There we go. Actually, we could probably move this whole thing up a schnoz, as opposed to manually cleaning that whole thing. As for over here... oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, was that part always not colored in? Oh, it was. Okay, hang on. I keep finding new details that I've missed, and I'm grateful for it, because I don't want to send the client anything that doesn't look good. This Wednesday is the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Good for Nintendo. I'm sorry, I don't particularly care too much. It depends on the time. We're gonna be streaming The Walking Dead. If it happens to be on once we're finished the stream, then I might extend a bit longer to watch it, but I'm not gonna stay up to watch it. I know a lot of people do, but it's not really my thing. Oh, oh, there we go. There. Now where are we? We are... yeah. Alright, gotta finish cleaning this up. And again, I think we can just move this one up instead of doing any actual, like, work. There we go. Still a couple of places, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. We just gotta fix these bits here. I honestly felt like I aligned it pretty well, but clearly I didn't. There's a lot of details that need to be redone. Yeah, I think I could probably just... oh, no, it doesn't want to work. Okay, fine. There we go. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. That was a lot of oopsies, chat. There. Alright. There's that tail. Now we do it again. I think this tail is the same as the one we just did. Yeah, but the hands are different, which is okay. Because then what I'll do is I'll just grab these bits that There's that frame done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 frames to do. Right, I am gonna copy paste this one. We'll get the right hands, which are these ones. Perfect. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing. I won't bother grabbing those back ones. I'll just fix them myself because they're really tiny pieces. Why is it grabbing all of that? It doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. Why are you connected to these? Weird. Try and grab everything. I think that was everything. Fucked up all the cleaning that we did. That's okay. I can just redo some stuff. These bits here are fucked, but that's alright. That's alright. The reason why I'm doing it like this, as opposed to recoloring the whole tail again, is mostly because of the like consistency of the like white markings. I'm gonna be completely honest, it's late. And I'm too tired to think about how slight of a change, but still very much a change, I need to make to the tail. And it's much easier to just readjust the existing colors for these, at least these first couple frames, because it's basically the same tail position, just made a little bit skinnier and tilted up a little bit higher. Ooh, he looks a little bit messed. We can just kind of... There we go. Nice and clean. I just realized I still have the color palette up. I do not need this anymore. Close that. Perfect. Okay. Right there. These, we could probably just move these down instead of doing any actual work. There we go. Alright, that part's all fixed. Now we can move on to here. Oh shit. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. There. Alright, now we can fix this up. There we go. And these bits can just kind of be touched up as they are. Keep finding little mistakes from earlier, and I'm glad I'm finding them now and not later, but still. It'd be nice if they just didn't exist at all. Oh shit, that's the line art layer. There we go. Alright, there's that bit of the tail. Now is where we have to recolor it. Ooh, okay. We'll grab this middle bit. Do that, and then for these tail bits, we can get rid of them. Oh, actually, you know what I should have done first? Hang on. I'll get my lines first. And now we'll paste. Okay. Now I can get rid of those lines. These little dots in here will have no color in them anymore. Let's just make sure my lines are still there. I feel like I deleted them. I did not. Okay, we are gonna delete these ones though, because they're gonna fuck with me right now. Sometimes I hate how Toon Boom does their like whole coloring system. It's very strange. Go, get rid of all these. I don't need those. Alright, should be clean enough to work with now. I'll grab my green. And this time the white is going to be on this side, so... I feel like that's probably fine. Oh, it doesn't like that for some reason. Actually, it doesn't like any of those spots for some reason. Okay. That's fine. Quickly grab this green, get rid of it. I'm not sure why. Probably because of that little spot there. Go away. Alright, will you color now? Yes, you will. Okay. So they've all got little spots like that, I'm guessing. The easiest thing that I do is I just put paint around the corners. Yeah, that tends to do it. Oops. There we go. I will. I'm almost finished my soft drink. Thank you. What a good sippy. Ooh, I totally forgot about that. There. Alright. There we go. Thanks, Rogue. Alright, now we've got these. That'll be fine. These are basically the same. So we can grab... Is this one? Right here, we'll make sure we've got my lines first. And we'll place these. Actually, hang on, let me see if I can get these without grabbing the tail, like, at all. I would really like that. Alright, I think I did. I still got them? I do. Awesome. That'll make my job a lot easier. So it goes from there to there. And then I'm assuming we'll do like a really thin layer on this side and then a really thin layer on that side. I think that'll work. And we'll make it nice and thin this time. Like that. So just that tiny bit up there. Wait, this is the wrong layer. It's this one. We'll go a lot, a lot thinner this time. There, just that tiny, tiny bit there. Bonk. Easy. Easy, chat. Alright, color is almost done. We'll just make sure we don't grab the tail. Oh, give it to me. Thank you. Where was it? Right here. Give me my lines. Immediately take my lines away, but that's fine. Okay. These holes will have color in them again. It'll be yellow, yellow, blue. Now this time we're gonna bring it right there. There. There we go. Alright. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. I should have grabbed all of them like this. Alright, let's see what this sucker looks like in color. Let's hop over here. Ooh, okay, the tail looks so much smoother once the stripes have been added. I see you. The problem is, because his eyes are so... like, his skin tone is so light, if you're not looking at the eyes, then when they blink, it looks like they're not animated properly. But if you do look at the eyes, then you're like, oh yeah, they are. But I don't think that'll really be an issue. Oh, finally! Okay, so... I'm really, really quickly gonna add in... his little mouthy. I feel like there will be fine. There. So the gimmick is that he's kind of focused on the game, which is why he's got the furrowed brow and the and he's not smiling. That's kind of the gimmick. But then when he talks to the chat, he'll have like a cute little smile. Hang on. There, that would be good enough, I think. Now I've got to copy paste that on all of the other frames. Okay. Is there a... Oh, there is. Okay, no, that is meant to be there. I was really confused for a second. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy with this. This looks really good. Okay. So now... I'm trying to think. I don't normally apply shading to my VTuber babies, but he did pay extra for it. But he paid extra for the line variation. Hang on. Let me have a look at my previous VTuber, like PNG tuber children, because I can't remember if I added shading to all of them. I feel like maybe I did. Petch was one of them. Petch has shading. Chai was one of them. Chai has shading. And Skylar was one of them. And Skylar also has shading. Okay. Alright. If it's what the man paid for, then suck it to him. Yeah, no, it is what he's paid for. It's all good. So, I should have asked that question before. Because now what we have to do is we duplicate this layer. Now we have two. We're gonna turn... Ooh. we're gonna, oh my god, we're gonna turn off one of them, and the other one, we're gonna get rid of all the coloring, which is why I should have asked this question before I colored, but it's fine. Oh, I didn't realize I put the mouth on the coloring layer. Oh, that's fine. It won't be an issue. Believe I can set up a mask. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember how. Let me open the really, like, the first PNG tuber child that I ever had. Let me open up Chai, because Chai is the only one who's got a moving tail. But even though her model is like, I think 3 years old, 2-3 years old, she's the only one that's got a moving tail, which means she would have what I'm looking for in terms of how I shaded that. Where is she? I don't know if the stream will show you this old model or if it'll stick to the one we're doing now. Because I've got 2 instances of Tomb Boom open now. Well, trying to open the second instance. Yeah, there we go. How did I do hers? Highlight. No, not highlight, shading. It looks like it is a clipping mask. I have to have a look at the nodes. Node view. Give. It is a mask to... What are you masking to? Oh my god, this is so messy. I would love to show you guys node view one day, but to be quite frank, I'm scared. Okay. It's a mask for input? But what's the input? That's here. Let me open this again. Okay, no, it looks like it's not a mask. If I come in here and grab like this, for example. Oh, I can't grab it. It's probably on the color layer. Grab this. Yeah, okay, no, it wasn't a mask. I know I can mask things. We're gonna discard her stuff. Alright, I'm gonna quickly save this one because I got really scared just then. No more soft drink. I know I can mask stuff, and if I can, it will be a lot better for the ears and the tail. Let me hop into node view. This is what I was looking at. This is node view. So we can get rid of drawing. Oh, no, we can't get rid of drawing. We can get rid of test and transparency. Drawing is where the colors are. Drawing 1 is going to be the shading. So I'm going to rename these to colors. I'm also going to duplicate this one again because we're going to need another duplicate in a minute. I'm going to turn off drawing 1. We'll pop it on the bottom for now. Drawing is going to become shading. I'm about to crash. No worries. Have a good night, Jake. It was nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. Good night. Thank you. Alright, so if I... Trying to think about the best way to do a mask. I think what I would have to do is we'll turn on colors. We'll hop into shading. I think what needs to happen is we grab the... Is there a mask or is it just the cutter? No, it's the cutter. The cutter. We would put that in there. Sorry, we'd put that in there. With that, and then... Okay, no, not quite. We would also need to put that in there. Okay. For now, I think, in theory, if I was to put, like, bright red... I was to put bright red all over him. Okay, no, not quite. Is this the color layer or is this the... It is. Oh, the shading layer. Oh, it's still not working. Can we also pop this here for a second? Okay, so it is there. If I invert it... What did inverting it do? Ah, I see what it's done. Okay. So this basically means when the mask is white, that means everything is invisible unless I do this. That is not what I wanted. And so yeah, now it's everything is invisible if I do this. Again, not quite what I was after. I know there's a way to do it. I've done it before. How did I do it with my Tomb Boom model? Where am I? I think I'm in my Twitch folder. Nah, my finished models are here. It would be maybe in my Tomb Boom folder. Silv 2.0, here it is. Sorry, chat. We're figuring this out together. Alright, I'm opening up my PNG tuber model now. It's just taking a minute. Hurry up, why aren't you opening? Oh, it did open. Okay. What did I do with you? Let's have a look at... Which one's open? This is the James Sunderland model. Okay. Where's James? Here. How did I do your shading? Ooh, these ones aren't masks either, by the looks of it. The only reason I wanted to do it as a mask is because of the tail, but we don't have to do it like that. Alright, so I'm going to keep this open for reference. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this. I'm going to pop these back in. We're going to... Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to have... Actually, yes. For now, yes. I need to pick what we're doing. So we're going to pick a highlight color. Sorry, a shading color. It's kind of difficult because he's got the blue and then also the red. So I'm thinking maybe the shading color should be in the middle. We'll get like a purple. Just so that I can see what I'm doing though, I'll make it like a bright purple and then we'll change it later. So we want... Where are we going to put shadows, chat? I'm gonna draw the lines in green. Well, actually, we should figure out where the light source is first. I feel like because he's facing this way, it should be the same as my PNG tuber, so the light's kind of like here, which means he will do it this way. Start it off like that. There we go. Up more here. Alright, now here, I'm gonna deliberately overshoot it. We're gonna go... I'm gonna keep that there. This chin one is going to be a little bit annoying later on when he's talking and the chin like moves, but for now I think it'll be fine. Right there. Did I add the lines in? I did not. We'll add the lines in now. Ooh, it's taking a long time. Ooh, might have accidentally crashed my, Oh, no, it didn't crash, but is it gonna do this? Yeah, okay. That's gonna be a problem. We'll undo that. It's okay. We'll just do our shadows like this now. This program really doesn't like when you have hit like a certain number of markings, I suppose, for the color. And it really slows down my computer, so just trying to take shortcuts where we can. And unfortunately that means we're gonna have to kind of not botch, but like it's definitely not the right way to do the shading. There we go. Alright, that'll fix up that. We're gonna have to do it here as well. And again, we're gonna purposely overshoot that. We're gonna leave that there. We should be... yeah, we're back on track now. We're gonna have a little bit here. There. The best part about this, though, is that we only really have to do this once. And then we can copy paste the shadows for pretty much every single other frame. We'll put that there. This is why I wanted it to be a mask, but I don't think we need it to be. We just need to deliberately kind of overshoot where we want the shadow to go. So in our case, it'll be there. And then, like, we can just erase the parts that we don't need later. A mask would have been better, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't remember how to do it, and I don't have the time to look up how to do it. Oh, we don't want that. We don't want to be able to see too much of the green. I think there it'll... oh, actually, no, that won't be fine either. Alright, let's stop there. There. Alright. Overshot. Gonna be one here. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Ooh, not good, not good, not good. There we go. There we go. And then we can just kind of pop that up there. What else? What else? What else? There'll probably be one here too. Actually, we'll start it in there, and then we'll have it like that. Yeah. And then obviously there'll be one here. Oops. We'll start it from the bottom. Kind of bring it back in like that. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit too thick. I think that'll do. There we go. Alright, I think that's most of the obvious shadows. I have a couple. I will literally just put a circle here. I feel like that should be a deeper color because it's the inside of the coat. Same here. And here. That's some more obvious ones out of the way. There. I'm not going to add any to the thumbs because the thumbs are going to be moving around way too much to keep track. There will be one in the coat. Oops. I'm not going to take the thumb into account. We'll just erase it later. I think all in here is going to be shadowed as well. Oops. All in here. And then like maybe just a little bit on the edge of the belts. Not a lot. There. There. I think that's all of them. I think. Now we'll fill in the purple. There we go. It's gonna look really, really botched for now, chat, but trust the process, okay? We're overshooting shadows on purpose. It'll make it easier when we get to the other frames. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, this one in here doesn't want a color. What's wrong with you? Little bitch. There we go. Okay. Did I get all of them? I think so. Now we can get rid of this green color. Nope, come on. Come on. Pick up the green. Pick up the green. There we go. Alright. And now before we get into turning these into actual shadows, we're just gonna copy them and paste them. And we're gonna do that so that we can kind of have a... well, mostly so that we don't have to draw the shadows again, but because we overshot everything, we only need to make like minor edits. Whoops. Actually, these ones we'll leave because these ones will be the same. And like the eyes. Actually, no, we'll put them here. I was gonna leave them because like we can just copy paste from other thing once we've done all the editing, but... Alright, this is why we overshot. This fucker right here, the tail. Alright, cool. Now... a whole bunch of extra steps, chat, but it'll work. Oh, why didn't my eraser work? Hello? That was weird. My eraser just didn't work. That's fine. And now we're gonna go in and we're gonna erase all of the overshooting per frame, I guess. We're doing a lot of copy pasting though, so we won't have to worry about it too much. We'll get rid of like here. And keep in mind, this is not at all the most optimal way to do it. The only reason I'm doing it like this is because when I tried to get the lines, like these little blue lines for like the actual main line art, my PC decided that it couldn't handle that. So this is just our workaround for this is an alternative for a much better coloring method, if that makes sense. But it will get the job done. It'll just be slightly more time consuming. I feel like if we had just like let the computer lag every time we drew a line, it would have taken longer. I also just realized that because we didn't add any shading or highlights to the thumbs, we could just copy paste this variant. Copy this. Paste. And now we can come in here. And we'll go in here first, get rid of these. Oh. Get rid of these overshoots. Now we can come in here, get rid of these overshoots. Check the other hand is fine. This worked out for me. This worked out for me. Okay. Then in here, we'll just add more herbal. Oh, that's too much herbal. We'll just add... oh. Come on, we'll just add more herbal. There, they're all clean. We're going to... everything but that ear. Because we don't need to do that again. The only thing that needs to be retouched is the ear, which is something that we overshot on purpose. Well, we overshot everything on purpose, but you know what I mean. Okay. This one is thumbs up. So down, up, down. Okay, so we'll grab the down next, which is this one. Alright, now we can grab the middles. Now we're going to touch up the ear. All good, all fine. Touch up this. Whoops. Touch up this. Now down. Okay. Much easier to do this than to redraw the shadow over and over and over again. There we go. There's that. Look, this is not the easiest way to do it. It's just my computer lagged when I tried to do it the easier way because there's too many points, like, at play, if that makes sense. So I'm just doing it this way. Now for here, the eyes, we can do basically the exact same thing. We'll just get rid of these. Oh shit, I didn't mean to... Okay, whatever, hang on. Get rid of those. Which ones do we want? We want middles, which is this. And we want... What one is that? Can't see. Downs. There. Oh, I just realized that that's... Okay, hang on. That's why I didn't do it that way. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So we needed middles. Okay, yeah, I know. It's not the best way to do it. These are middles, and these are downs. But it will look... you gotta trust the process. There's the downs. Okay. Okay, now here... I'm going to delete everything but the tail bit, because the tail bit is gonna need to be done. Leave that there. Okay. We're gonna grab... What are we grabbing first? Middles. Grab all of these with this. And where is it? Middle. Up. Middle. Down. Middle. Up. Alright. So grab ups next. Up. Middle down, middle up, and now we'll grab down. There we go, there we go. Or was it? Yeah. Alright, cool. Now we just need to fix up the tail. Here. Oh, I didn't get rid of that one. That's alright. Alright, I'm not gonna have time to do the highlights today, because I just looked at the clock. We got like 9 minutes left. But I will at the very least finish this tail so that I can show you what it is we're actually doing. Oh, hang on. That's overshot a little bit in the color. I see you. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll come... Oh, first of all, we'll fill this in. Get rid of this. We're gonna keep the shading on the belt buckle, even though the tail's not there anymore, for the sake of consistency. So that will go. This will go. And all... Oh yeah, yep, that's good, that's good, that's good. And all that will go. Oh, come on, hurry up. There we go. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3. 3 more tails. Also, I'm looking at the reference thing, and I'm actually not sure if I even had to do this, but I think I did, so we're just gonna do it to it. I think I did, because there's no clipping mask section. Alright. This bit. There we go. We have it here. And this bit. Oh, come on. Get out of here. I think this is the last tail. I wasn't counting, I was just erasing. Oh man. There we go. Okay. No, there was one more. Hate when I do that. Alright, there we go. This is the last tail, so that needs a tiny bit of brushing in there. And then just this. Okay. Now I can show you what we were doing. So first of all, we're going to turn drawings 1 back on. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to go into node view. Leave that wherever it is. We've got colors here. This is going to be our base. We're going to grab a node called the tone node. I'm going to pop that in here. I'm going to pop the shadows in there. There we go. And now, if it's all done all nicely, yeah, he's just got some nice clean little shadows. They're actually a little subtle. Ooh, hey Nemi. But we can fix that with our color swatch. So the different colors we use, at least it should work this way, the different colors we use will change the intensity of the shadow, if I remember correctly. Doesn't look like it does, but that's okay. We've got our shadow nodes. If we really want to fuck around with it, we can change the opacity. We can do some like blending modes to it. But for now, I think that looks fine, because when we render it... Ah, that's what it looks like rendered. I see. Alright, cool. So... I think it does need an opacity on it. I believe... Let me really quickly check my tone node in my own folder. Oh, here we go. Here's what it is. So we go into node view, open up this. You won't be able to see what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at the, basically the rules for this tone node. So let's use this, let's try this purple color that I've got in my original. So it's -34, which adds a little bit of redness to it. -90 for green, and then for blue it is -14. I feel like that's a bit too intense for this character. Let's go with maybe like a... I like the idea of using a purple. My problem is trying to find a color that's not too dark on the tail, but not too light on the reds. To see, like, if the tone affects the blue areas way more than it affects the red areas. I feel like this looks kind of nice. Maybe this is kind of difficult. I'll have to play around with it a little bit. For now, the shadow color is like almost white. It's like a gray color. We can do it like that. What's truck factor? I don't remember. Oh well, I got it ticked. We can change the intensity. I think my intensity is on 1. Let's try like 5. Does it make a difference? Oh, it really makes a difference. Okay, let's... Can I make it like a point? Can I make it 0.5? I can. Okay, let's go with maybe 0.8. The problem is you can't really see the shadows on the red in that case when it's rendered. I don't know. What's on the docket for tomorrow? Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. What is tomorrow? I just realized I forgot to put up the schedule for you guys. I will do that after the stream. But it should be the same as last Tuesday. Yeah, Silent Hill Ascension. We'll be finishing Silent Hill Ascension. Hopefully finishing. Hopefully. But yes, that's all the time I have for the moment. Thank you all for joining me. I got a little further than I thought I would tonight, which is good fun. And yeah, like I said, most likely Silent Hill Ascension tomorrow night. So stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at all, bless you. Before we say goodnight, let me really quickly see if my friend, the Arcade Oni, is still streaming. He is! We're gonna go into the Arcade Oni. Raid... What is it? The Arcade Oni. Y'all don't have to stick around if you don't want to. But he's playing Pokemon Emerald by the looks of it, so hopefully you guys have a good time over there with him. I feel like Pinky asking the brain. Yeah, it's the same thing we do every day, Rogue. Alright. Good night, everyone.